Hey, Get Fox here. So I went on a shopping spree to build my team during the Blitz promo to buy it all back, but lucky for me, as you guys saw on the channel, I got those Fire Fantasy packs, so a lot of cards from the Fire Fantasy packs made my starting lineup, which made the shopping spree a lot less expensive coin-wise. Of course, you know, it cost real cold hard cash that way. There's the Kelsey card I got as my backup tight end. It ended up being pretty big. I did it over 2 days on stream. A lot of people joined me and watched it live on stream. Took a lot longer. This is not going to take that long, but you can basically see how I ended up constructing my team during Black Friday, putting it all together, the pieces, and then I'm going to show you right after this pack, after select Telvin Smith. I got 2 good readouts of linebackers, but I fixed that by putting them at both a linebacker position. Here's the team I started with after those packs. So quarterback needs to be improved. Fullback, offensive line needs an overhaul. I got 2 good tight ends there. Receiver core is pretty solid, but you'll see me make a couple purchases there too. Switching over to the defensive side, Lewis, I got pretty good middle linebackers. Strong safety, I'm going to get a new one. Harrison's kind of old. Ramsey was nice. I pulled him from a pack too. I need a nickel cornerback and a dime corner because I'm going to running the 4-6 speed package. D-line needs quite a few more players, but you know, Zach Brown is a backup middle linebacker, not bad. So I'm going to be running a 4-6, 4-4 type defense as my main defense, switching over from the Baltimore Ravens to the 46 alternate playbook. Here's the quarterback I go with the first night. You guys saw gameplay of this card yesterday on the channel, RG3. Now, he's done very well for me. I'll get out a full review on him, but just thoughts on him shortly. He kind of plays exactly like you think he would. The pound on the rock chem, I think, gets some extra throw on the run, so that's nice. But he could throw short, throw medium, but deep. Don't try, like, if you get a wide receiver behind coverage, he's going to miss it, just like that comment says. You're going to see these cheers pop up because this was done live on stream, and I'm not able to figure out how to get the cheers off of the VODs. There's Earl Campbell I'm going to run with on as my running back. I'm going to compare him here to Barry Sanders. I ran with Barry Sanders a lot. Loved Barry Sanders. Still might buy Sanders back, but I think LT was a perfectly cromulent number 2 running back as like the catcher, but Earl Campbell was the ground and pound guy because I'm in the run balanced playbook now. I tested that out over a weekend league and for the last little bit. It's okay. I'm still working on it, trying to find the glitchiness. I decided to get Ken Houston and his unfakeableness at strong safety to be basically my flat player. He's going to kind of stay in the flats, try and wrap up guys running spins and stuff on you. So he's great, especially if you're going to use him in the 4-4. He won't be on the 4-4 field, but in the 4-6, he'll be there playing a flat route for us, mainly in the cover 3 defense. We're going to just basically rush our 4 rushers here. Calais Campbell is an absolute monster. I think the right end this year gets better animations than the left end. It seems to switch some years to one versus the other. This year, I think, is a right end year. So having basically the best defensive lineman in the game at the right end, he's gotten a few sacks for me. I like the player. Secure tackler means quarterbacks won't be getting out of his grasp if he can get them there. And on the other edge, I'm going to get Jason Pierre-Paul as my left end. And like I said, I'm running the 4-6 and the 4-4. So the 4-6 is going to have this like pass rushing, great glitchy defensive lineman. Here I'm buying the actual 4-6 alternate defensive playbook. And then on the 4-4, I'm going to get just a ton of block shedders, and then I'm going to rotate between the 2 to keep my guys fresh and to do better against the run versus pass, because the speed package is not great against the run, but the 4-4 defense is good because it gets like both the defensive linemen and outside linebackers out there to kind of stop those outside runs. I have seen a couple issues with it, but I'm trying to work on getting it better, and I'll try to get ready for the ebook. There I'm getting Blunt. He is going to be on the outside, 6'3". Him along with Night Train Lane. Night Train Lane is not out on my roster yet. I'm waiting to get Aaron Donald, and I'll talk about that at the end when we go through, or kind of towards the middle when we go through the defensive lineman portion of the rest. I got to buy more defensive linemen for my backup defensive lineman set. So I made the mistake on the Blunt. Actually, no, I don't make mistakes. I made the purposeful decision to get the not the toughness, but the block shed chem. God, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So I got the block shed chem on Mel Blunt. Then everybody started laughing at me because then Blunt doesn't have 91 zone coverage. I said, no, I don't make a mistake. I decided to power up to tier 11 my Steelers power up, my coach, my uniforms, whatnot. I love the Steelers anyway, so it was going to happen eventually this year. Luckily, right now, elite badges are super cheap, pretty affordable. So what I ended up doing is just going ahead. Here's me selecting the coach, tier 1. I'm going to try and flash back a little quicker on the next coaches here. Here is selecting tier 2. Taking silver and gold badges. I had some in the binder left over, so luckily this didn't really cost me any coins to make a lot of these. A little bit, but not too tremendous. And then here I am selecting tier 3 Mike Tomlin coach. So No mistakes made. Blunt is up to 91 zone coverage. We'll go through once I get the uniforms here too. But yeah, once again, I should mention this is done live at twitch.tv/GutFox. I stream there Tuesdays. I was able to stream Friday, Saturday. Did I stream Thursday? I think I did. No, I didn't stream Thanksgiving, but I streamed Wednesday and then put this together team on Friday, Saturday for the second half. I waited for the Legends to come out, and boy, did that Legend market crash. So I made a really good decision to wait to the second day to put together Legends. Generally, if you're gonna get Legends the Saturdays, the second, at least wait till the second day. The second weekend the Legends out, then buy it on that Legend Saturday, because, you know, new Legend packs ended up crashing. And plus the packs across Black Friday themselves have crashed every respective market they've come out for. So just generally, in general, Black Friday's made things very affordable for a lot of people that are holding coins. I got pretty lucky to be able to be holding coins through this whole promo and buy back my team for a severely discount. So I have a lot of coins still left over for content in the future for you guys for buying more cards. I'm still going to wait a week to get these Legends, because spending $1.2 million or more on a Legend weekend 1 versus waiting a week and getting for 600,000 or so, it just makes a lot of sense for me, even though you guys get the video out, review out about a week later. I don't know, if you guys really want the reviews out quicker, I can get gameplay of them, sell them back quick, take a huge L. And that's something I can do, but I know a lot of other YouTubers are able to get videos out for you guys on the new Legends, and that's kind of their theme. So I'm just going to let them keep doing that, and then I'll provide a more comprehensive review a week or two later. All right, so there's the stadiums. We got that up to Tier 3 too. So we got the uniforms. Let's go ahead and put them into their spot. There's Tomlin in his spot. Go ahead and put Steelers there. Move up to light and dark unis. Looking sharp here. These aren't color rush. I only got Tier 2 light uniforms because I don't need Tier 3. I needed Tier 11 for zone coverage, and that's kind of what I stood at. And then I got the dark uniforms. With those, the color rush, or did I ended up getting color rush. I didn't read. I don't think those were the color rush. Regardless, I put the color rush on. Here's the offense. At the end of the first day, this is what you saw the gameplay with. There's the offense. Here's the defense. So you saw a lot of these cards already. And the second day, I ended up getting more, and that's what we'll go through with the second part of this promo. But basically, looking good so far. We only have one half of our defensive line put together. You know, it's only got 3 of the players that are ended up starting. I didn't get any of the backups. So second day here. Who are we gonna search for here? M-A-R-T-I. Okay, we're putting together our offensive line. Zach Martin, 279. Beautiful. I think there were some packs out for Mutt Heroes that may have lowered his price a little bit. So we picked up Zach Martin at right guard. For my offensive line, I'm still not really sold on it. I still have the Twitch Prime left guard there, Matthews. And I'm thinking about putting, like, if I might get, like, Rodney Hudson to put at left guard. And here I am picking up the run-balanced offensive book to run. I guess this is still the first day. But anyways, I might get run because the center in Madden 18 is able to take his awareness and substitute it for the worst offensive lineman. So if you get a bad offensive lineman for awareness, you can get a good center, and his awareness will take over. We also got Vinatieri. I love the focus kicker chem because in the latest patch notes, they said if you hit a perfect kick for both sides of the perfect, if you see the perfect pop up and you hit it perfectly, that you can't get blocked. And before this latest patch, I was getting blocks left and right. So getting somebody that can get a slow kick to be able to, like, basically nail that perfect almost every single time, like 80% of the time is what I'm getting it now. To not be able to have fear of being blocked and then return for a touchdown, because that happened to me quite frequently. This is probably my worst buy. Gronkowski is my third tight end. I thought I'd use 3 tight ends more, and I've been using the jumbo a little bit. I haven't labbed enough out of it to really know what to go to out of the jumbo, but I've been trying a little, and it's been solid so far. Moving on, so 3 tight ends, 3 very solid tight ends. We got a 4th. I think we might just use, I don't know if I've shown it yet. We might just use a fullback there, either Bohannon if we're gonna run it. But I also have Evan Ingram on the squad, so Ingram would be solid for like a corner route or whatever funky route they have that 4th tight end running. And I'll just sub him in on the play calls because right now the fullback comes in at tight end number 4 in the set for me. You can get the right wide receiver there with like the O-line substitution package and whatnot. So this is day 2. I ended up pulling the legend bundle that gave us full legends. I actually got 2 of them to get Night Train Lane tokens, enough of them, and I pulled a fullback. Literally, it was called to be a Koye, and I pulled a Koye. So we're going to put him just the night before I bought off fullback. You just saw me buy it. We took a look at the stats comparing the two, and I like the speed on a Koye over Bohannon to get to those stretch plays, kind of get out there. I think that's very important, actually getting out in front of the running back as we're running, and the prime time says told you. Yeah, so we got told what we're going to pull. We were looking for like somebody expensive, like the new Lawrence Taylor or something like that, or a Dan Marino, but we pulled a Koye, of course. So there's the lineup here on day 2. Let's go ahead and make the substitution. We also bought Randy Moss, so I did it. Unfortunately, I forgot to screen capture me buying Moss dumbly the morning or the night before this. So Moss was also already put on the squad. I'm gonna use the other receivers to get footage of them for a review. Walter Jones I saw was sitting at like 425, but none of these guys had the right chemistry up in the auction house. So what I ended up doing is go ahead and I'm just gonna go purchase each one of these Walter Jones. We can add it up in our head. 281 to show how much we actually spent on this Walter Jones. 281. Let's keep going. How am I get for this one? 281 plus 112. So what's that? 393 is what we're currently spending. So quite a bit at the moment. 393. Hopefully we don't go too high. 93 plus 30K. So 323. Just about around there. I sped this up from my regular click. I can't even actually navigate these menus this fast. All right, 323, 436. I think I was at. I said 436. And the last one for another 10K. So 446, I think, is about what we got Walter for. So a little bit more than other Walter Jones. Well, one other Walter Jones, but less than the other. So it's about market value. Got Walter Jones. Not really a big break on him. But we go ahead and lock down probably the best left tackle in the game at the moment. Not the cheapest, but the best. Especially, we want to pump up that run block because we really want to ground and pound in the run balance playbook. Basically run stretches, dives. That's kind of our scheme right now. It's not really... I wouldn't say the run balance playbook is very fun just because there isn't many glitchy passes. And I think passing in Madden is more fun because it's more skill-based in my opinion than just running the ball over and over. Dan Marino, we ended up picking up just the cheapest one for $750 because we couldn't. We added up the cost of making him, and it was like an extra $100 to $200K to make him or get the better Go Deep chemistry. Go Deep's really the one I wanted, but I don't really want to pay that much for him. So look for a Dan Marino review. You guys might be like, well, you already got RG3. Yeah, I used RG3 the first night. I used Dan Marino the second day, and Dan Marino, definitely look for that review on him. I did like the way he slung the ball in my run balanced. He of course couldn't scramble. Next up, the legend Eric Allen. He looks like he's got a very good chem on him. Got the block shed chem. And Cameron Harrington to Mel Blunt. Looks like he's got more stats. He's got less height. But we do enjoy the way Eric Allen smells. So I think we're going to go ahead and purchase that card. 700K. Not a bad one indeed. Let's go ahead and hit that buy button. So we spent quite a few million so far. I guess I should have tracked it. I think it was that like 14 mil before this? So I'm down to 8. We had 6 mil or so plus the players we got in that bundle. And this is kind of the construction of the D-line backup time. We got Leonard Williams with his block shit. He's going to be my left end number 2. He's going to play my 4-4, so about half the time. I didn't need his full version because I don't need him to pass rush. I just need him to stop the run with his glitchy block shed. Same with Damon Harrison. What I like about him is that he's got the right chemistry. He's going to get +2 block shed on my defense at tier 3. Right here, so he's going to go up to 91 block shed with his big body, and I don't know if big body matters this year. I haven't seen any testing. I haven't seen any proof either way. I'm under the impression that block shed is number 1. Like if everything was 100%, block shed would be 90%, strength would be 5, and body weight would be 5% when deciding how to get a player against the run on offensive line or defensive line. So that's my theory on it, 95.5, so go for the block shed. Above all else, Richard Dent is going to be my backup right end. He'll be the only person basically getting pressure out of that 4-4 if they decide to pass out of a heavy set, and I'm expecting run. So we're going to go ahead and purchase him for $275. Not a terrible price for such a good right end with high block shed, high power move, and really he has produced in that 4-4. Gotten through a couple times when I didn't expect him to. So down to we're going to switch over and get one more backup defensive tackle here. Not Leonard Williams. We want 88. Which Williams? Brandon Williams. 83K basically another big body in the middle of that 4-4 defense to try and stop dives and inside runs, inside zones, that kind of stuff. Shed off, basically hold your ground, take double teams. But we're waiting on Blitz Aaron Donald still, so that unlocks at 11:27 at 8 p.m. So Monday night late, we'll be getting Aaron Donald and Night Train Lane on the squad. So here is the final version of the offense as we roll through it. I could do a lineup update, but this is kind of it for the lineup update. Once I get maybe Aaron Donald and Night Train Lane, or maybe make another change next weekend to get LT. Who knows? But that's the offense we put together. Pretty solid. Again, like I said, I'm still thinking about that left guard center situation. We'll see what I go for forward, but I like it a lot. It's performed pretty well for me. My offensive scheme needs to keep up with my offensive players. But otherwise, defense is just on fire with that 4-6 and 4-4 scheme that we got going. This is the only thing keeping me in games because my offensive scheme is still kind of limited to just running the ball and completing some passes that I've only worked a few out. So there's the backup DTs. Let me know what you guys think about the lineup in the comments. Do you think this is a shopping spree? Do you think I could have done better? And thanks for watching. Call to action. I will see you tomorrow.